Today's principal talk is about the opinions of others and criticism of others, but namely about your fear and your concern about the criticism and the opinions of other people. It's something that you should let go of. Being concerned, being worried about, don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what they think about you, about what they're going to say. It's a great weight. It's a great hindrance on your life to be concerned about that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what people are going to say. Don't worry about what they think of you. Why are you concerned about that? Why are you so worried about that? Why do you give it so much weight? Why do you give it so much significance? Because here's the thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can't stop them, for number one. You can't stop them from talking about you. You can't stop them from having a negative opinion about you if that's what they are inclined to do, if that's what they want to do. They're going to have a negative opinion. You can be doing the most wonderful, the most benevolent, most righteous, most magnanimous thing possible to do, and people are still going to have something negative to say. They're still going to have something bad to say. There's still going to be individuals that have bad things to say about you. You don't believe me? Okay. Well, let's look at the story of 𝐤𝐄𝐄. Hold on, let me make sure my camera's still going. Okay. He came to do the work of God, the work of Aluhym, and while he was doing that, he was healing people, okay? And they started nipping. They like, well, you can't heal on the Shabbat. You can't heal on the Sabbath. Whatever he was literally doing the work of Aluhym, okay? Which he said he was given by Aluhym to do the work of Aluhym. These are his words, okay? And the people still had something negative to say and bad to say about what he was doing, about healing the blind and the lame. He still had detractors, okay? So to worry about what other people think, listen, who was it? Eleanor Roosevelt? That's it? Somebody like that, okay? Said, listen, what other people think about me is none of my business, okay? It's none of my business what you think about me, okay? Here's what my business is. I need to make sure that I check myself, I examine myself. It's my opinion about me that matters the most. I need to examine the things that I'm doing and make sure that they're righteous. Listen, Paul in the book of 2 Corinthians 10 and 12 gets into it like this. He says, listen, for they comparing themselves amongst themselves, they are unwise. It's unwise. It's a false measure. I, for many years, worked in mechanical engineering in the corporate world, okay? And let me tell you, it would be unwise, okay, to make measurements that are based on some other measurement, but has not been calibrated to a standard. You need a standard. And so this is why so many people are off in life or on where they want to be, because they comparing themselves. You comparing yourself to the next person next to you, and that person doesn't measure up to what it is that they should be. And yet they have an opinion on you and what it is that you're doing, but they themselves don't meet the measure. They don't measure up. And so now you comparing yourself to them and you measuring yourself by them, and that's how you're measuring whether or not you're measuring up to what you're meant to be. And that doesn't make sense, because you might think that you are where you need to be and what you need to be, but you're not calibrated to a standard. The measurement that you're making is off. It's going to be off. There's slop in it. Okay? It's not precise. You need something more precise. Okay? This is how calibration works. You need something more precise, that is more precisely measured than the thing that you're going to be measuring. That way you can be fairly certain that your measurement is going to come out correct, because the standard that you're using is more precise than what you need. You got more precision than what you need. So if your standard is somebody else next to you, and they got all kind of slop in their life, they got all kind of errors, all kind of problems, they got all kind of mental issues, and that's what you're using to measure whether or not you're together, whether or not you're matching up. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what the standard is. The standard that has been more precisely defined and put together, it has more precision, okay, is the law. The law of Aluhym, the law that was given, your Aluhym, that was given to Musa at Mount Sinai. The law, that's your standard. That's what you should be measuring yourself. But you're more concerned about what other people think. In their opinion, they don't have a heaven to put you in, do they? Do they have a heaven to put you in? Do they have a hell to put you in? But yet, the opinion, what your Aluhym thinks about you and how he measures you, you don't give that any concern. You don't give that, it barely touches your thoughts during the day. But what other people think, you're constantly thinking about what people think about you, and how is this gonna look, and what are people gonna say. Throw that out the window. Throw that out. That's not the standard. That would be unwise. It's unwise to measure yourself by the opinion of other people who are not even calibrated to a standard. All their standards are each other. And so you end up with like a relativistic view, okay? Where nothing's either good or bad. It just is whatever society says. It's relativism, okay? Whatever the society decides, there is no good or bad. It's just whatever we decide. Okay, so if we say that a human being is 3/5 human, then that's not good or bad. That's just what we decide, and so that's what it is. Okay, if we say that a human being is just property and not human, they're no more than cattle, and they're less than human, then if that's what society decides, then it's all okay. It's all okay. Okay? If we decide that women should not have rights, okay? If we decide that that women are less valuable in society, then that's what society decided. There's no good or bad, and that's what it is. Okay, I'm getting done. So without a standard, then things just devalue. Listen, okay, the dollar is no longer attached to anything, basically, as fiat currency. But it used to have something, it used to be called the gold standard, okay? And when it was attached to gold, then it had a value that was consistent. Since that time, since it's gone off the gold standard, the value has continued to depreciate, and there's been continuous inflation. Things have cost more because the value of the dollar is going down. It's not connected to a standard. When you're not connected to a standard, you can only have depreciation. You can only have devaluation when you're no longer connected to the standard. So when the standard is the law of Elohim, then what you're going to have is a constant connection to the standard and a constant value. Because you have a standard, you have a high calling to reach. Okay, and you can continue to actually increase in value because you connect to the standard, and the standard doesn't go away. When you disconnect from the standard, or you make your standard something that doesn't actually meet the standard, then you can only devalue, you can only decrease in time. And so that's what's happening with the dollar. That's what happens when you disconnect from the standard of your Elohim, which is the law, the Torah, the law, from which until heaven and earth pass away. This is a constant value. Okay, this is a standard value. As long this is something you can put your trust in. As long as the heavens and the earth and generations continue, okay, not one jot nor tittle shall in any wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. You can take that to the bank. Okay, Deuteronomy, okay, what is it, 18? Okay, I give you the ability. I give you the ability to create wealth. Okay, so you want to prosper, you want to increase, you wonder why you're not prospering, you want to know why you're not increasing, you want to know why you're not successful in life. I know you think that your foreign car and your suit is success. I'm here to tell you it isn't. It is not. I know you think that digits in the bank is success. It is not. Can't save you in the day. Can't save you in the day of wrath. Your gold, not even gold, it's going to save you in the day of wrath. Okay? You want to know what success is? Life. Success in life and life itself. The law, Torah. The man who does this, okay, shall live by them. Money won't help you in the grave. Money won't help you in the grave. The opinions of your friends and your family are not going to help you in the grave. It's not. It's not. Just telling you the truth. You hate me. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. There's going to be people that hate me for telling the truth. And say, no, forget that law stuff. That's you want me to be under captivity. You want me to be bound by the law. Yeah. Yeah. I want you to be bound by the law. Because that, for you, is life. That will be life unto you. That you be bound to the law. Because you know who the law is connected to? The Elohim negated. And you know what the law is? It's light. It's righteousness. It's life. to you. Okay? So, you know, all of this, well, faith. If your faith does not lead you, if your faith does not lead you to obedience unto the law, your faith is worthless. If your faith does not lead you to a life of obedience to Elohim, and obedience, what are we talking about when it comes to obedience? Obedient to what? That would be obedience to the law, to righteousness. Okay? And I don't care what any man says. Okay? Righteousness, okay, may not come by the law, but to obey the law is righteousness. Faith comes by hearing, hearing comes by the word. Faith comes by hearing, hearing comes by the word. If you hear but don't do, then you have no faith. It is not the hearers of the word, but the doers. Therefore, you see that a man is not justified by faith alone, but by what he does. Because show me what you do, and I know what you believe. Because if you're doing something that doesn't match up with what you say you believe and what you have faith in, then I know you're of a double mind. You're unstable. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. But if you're of one mind, then what you do and what you say, they're going to line up perfectly. You're going to be in good balance. Shalom.
There is one place that you have not looked, and it is there, only there, that you shall find the master.
You sure look like a master to me.